Today I'm talking about 3 different filters that we have been using with our full spectrum converted Nikon D810. I'm going to show you what we've done with these filters so far and what we still plan to do with them, and of course, why we have them in the first place. First, the basics. Your DSLR or mirrorless camera is designed to be sensitive to visible light, the same light that you see with your own eyes. Your camera's sensor is actually sensitive to more than visible light though, but filters over the sensor prevent that light from affecting the appearance of your images, unless you get those filters removed. And that is called a full spectrum conversion. It's not a trivial choice to make. You are altering the physical componentry of your camera to do this. Companies like Kolari and LifePixel do this professionally, so if you do make the decision to expand the vision of your camera, you are in good hands. Much of the appeal of a full spectrum conversion is the ability to then use filters to limit the light bands that your camera sees in different situations. We've primarily used infrared filters so far, but we wanted to expand our horizons a bit. And to do that, we have partnered with Kolari to show you 3 filters in particular. Lens filter number 1, hydrogen alpha plus visible light. This is probably our favorite so far because it deeply enhances our astrophotography. Celestial objects like nebulae are much more visible in the hydrogen alpha light band, and this filter allows visible light also. One downside with hydrogen alpha only filters is that you only get black and white. By adding a second visual light band to this filter, Kolari's filter has allowed those celestial objects to come through while also bringing full color into the equation. And so far, we're impressed. What we've not done yet, though, is to use a telephoto to photograph individual celestial objects, but that's coming. We have focused on the Milky Way, and with this filter and our modified D810, we've really been working our way toward the intense astro images that we crave. Lens filter number 2, IR chrome. Raymond made a video a few weeks ago where he went into detail about the history of Kodak aerochrome film, which this filter mimics. Long story short, Kodak aerochrome was used to spot camouflaged vehicles, bases, and personnel within forests and jungles. The way it does this is that the trees and other organic items turn a brilliant pink and orange, while the camouflaged items keep their original colors. With their IR chrome filter, Kolari has given us that same look because it's useful for our own artistic desires. We worked extensively with this filter, both at the north and south rims of the Grand Canyon, and we have fallen in love with it for 2 reasons. One, the colors are brilliant and amazing. It's a different view of reality where green leaves are brilliant orange while minerals and canyon walls remain in their original colors. We found ourselves just pointing it everywhere to see what the world looks like in this alternate reality. Clothes change color, seemingly identical trees distinguish themselves from one another, dreary days turn bright and dynamic. And the second reason why we're hooked, with standard infrared, our camera can't come close to the correct white balance, so there is heavy color correction involved in post-processing. With the IR chrome filter, the images actually look great in the camera, so we're actually previewing the final look of the images while we're capturing them. And honestly, this gets us much more engaged in our infrared photography. And lens filter number 3, ultraviolet. We've done the least with this filter so far, but there is a ton of potential, and we'll be sharing more with you as we work with it. So far, we have used it for landscapes. Unlike the IR chrome, which can turn a dark day bright, this UV filter can take a bright day and turn it into a moody, misty, black and white landscape. At the Grand Canyon, this made bright, flat midday images into a more classic early 20th century view camera style images. The UV spectrum is dim, so you're going to higher ISO settings, and our results have come out entirely in black and white. We have definitely more to do with this filter, including UV portraits, which can be very intense and might show you things about your skin that you just don't want to see. But we're doing it anyway. If you have a full spectrum camera or you've been thinking about it, I've linked Kolari and these specific filters in the description of this video where you can learn more about their conversion services and their filters. They have a lot of information on their site if you just want to learn more about full spectrum. In the meantime, if you have questions about full spectrum cameras, if you have experience with them, or if you are curious about these filters and the other options out there, let me know down in the comments. And thank you for watching.